Hey, what's going on, guys? So Nayef Aguerd is all set to sign for West Ham United. He's a Moroccan centre-half who played for Rennes over the last couple of seasons. They had a great year under Bruno Genesio, finishing 4th in Ligue 1, which is as competitive as it's ever been outside of PSG. They also had a great run in the Conference League where they topped a group containing Tottenham and Vitesse before narrowly losing out to Leicester City 3-2 on aggregate in the round of 16. Finished above last season's champions Lille as well as established giants in Lyon. Rennes are a club renowned for giving young players a chance while allowing them to become difference makers in the side. Much of the attention in their squad is towards attacking players like Martin Terrier and Gaëtan Laborde, as well as up-and-coming talents in the form of Jeremy Doku and Kamaldeen Sulemana. But this man has been an absolute rock at the back. Rennes have scored the most goals in Ligue 1 after PSG and in fact kept pace with them right up until the end of the season, which shows you how Aguerd is accustomed to playing in a side which is on the front foot as opposed to other defenders on the market who look great but play in a deep line with a double pivot to protect them at all times. West Ham were after him last summer but couldn't get a deal over the line. However, 30 million quid seems to have done the trick this time round. A left-sided centre-back is something that David Moyes has been crying out for with Ogbona's long-term injury as well as age, coupled with the fact the likes of Kurt Zouma, Issa Diop and Craig Dawson are all more comfortable on the right. He's 26 years old, which is a great age in that he has experience under his belt but hasn't quite hit his prime yet, which is something I fully expect him to do at the London Stadium. I'm never going to get used to that, by the way. It's always going to be Upton Park in my head. London Stadium, I mean, fuck's sake. As far as the style of play is concerned, Rennes like to play out from the back and Aguerd is a big part of the build-up. He's comfortable receiving the ball under pressure or on the half-turn and has the vision as well as passing range to ensure a quick transition takes place. You'll often see him playing vertical passes that break the lines of the opposition's defensive structure or carry the ball forward himself, which showcases he's highly press resistant. At 6'3", Aguerd has the size to hold up attacking players while also showcasing balance, which ensures he can shift quickly in case there's a ball played over the top. He's a very proactive defender who will take the game to the opponent. Mobility is key in the modern day game as fullbacks continue to push up further and further forward, and this lad has it in abundance, which means he can cover both his own central space as well as those in wide areas should he need to be pulled out to cover for his teammate. Aguerd isn't the quickest, but his positional sense and ability to read the game covers up for the lack of pace. He can also provide cover at left back should there be injuries or suspensions, or if Aaron Cresswell finds a new way to get himself sent off in another crunch game. Aguerd is dominant in the air too and does chip in at the other end, as showcased by his 4 goals and 2 assists across all competitions. Set pieces are obviously a huge part of Moyes' sides, and he'll no doubt be a threat in the opposition box. Aguerd has shown he can mix it with the best and was a standout performer during Rennes' Champions League campaign a couple of years ago. He has international pedigree with 19 caps for Morocco, including appearances in the African Cup of Nations. I harbor a slight concern about his physicality, but defending is all about partnerships. So if his partner has that in abundance, then you've got a hell of a player on your hands. One great thing is he speaks English as well as French, Spanish and Arabic, so communication won't be an issue on or off the pitch. I fully expect him to settle down very quickly in London and with a good preseason under his belt, be starting right from the get-go. In terms of West Ham, they've clearly showcased over the last 2 seasons that they're an excellent side. Now it's a matter of maintaining that same level of consistency while not having a dip in the second half of the season, which has been their Achilles heel of late. Hopefully with a bit more squad depth, they can cope with the inevitable fixture pileup at the turn of the year and really give some of the so-called Big Six a scare. With Arsenal having to play in Europe and Man United a completely unknown quantity under Erik ten Hag, next season presents a huge opportunity to finish in one of the Europa League spots and really establish the club as one that needs to be taken seriously long-term rather than just a flash in the pan which will eventually have a dip. I've followed West Ham since about 2002 and it's been all over the place, complete yo-yo club. Some years you'll find yourself in the Championship, others in the Premiership, top half of the table. You never know what to expect and consistency will be key. Because I tell you what, another season like the last 2 and they'll be able to attract pretty much any player around Europe except for the very, very creme de la creme. Cheers for watching, guys. Feel free to ask me any questions you have about this player. I'm someone who watches Ligue 1 quite a lot and I've repeated this in previous videos time and time again, but it is not the Farmers League that it's painted out to be. In fact, if you're going to sign someone for the Premier League, then it's pretty much as good as it gets because stylistically it's quite similar in terms of its pace as well as physicality. Cheers for tuning in as always and have a great day.